Hi, and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. I thought today was an excellent day to give you an early April garden tour. It's early April, and my cool season crops have been hardening off forever at this point. At least it feels like it. And I've started putting some of those things in my outdoor grow space. And we are going to go through and show you everything that's going on in the outdoor grow space. We might have to swim to get to some of the areas of the garden because we've had torrential downpours of rain, but I'm going to show you everything before those rains come back in. I figured I'll start right here with these plants. That's all I have left of my cool season crops. They still all need to find homes between my garden and way over there. That's my neighbor's garden. And so my cool season crops will be going over there as well. But I still have onion and kohlrabi and pansies and celery and cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli and Brussels sprouts. All of those things will be put in very soon. This right here is my elevated raised bed from Vego Garden, and it's one of my newest features. So let me bring you in close and show you what's happening, because I got something everywhere now. Everything on this side was started from seeds, and they have germinated and they are growing. So the radishes are coming up. There's some little green leaves on them. And even the spinach, which is harder to see, has germinated and it's coming up. There's some little spinach down there. My turnip greens are coming up as well. And those 6 areas were all direct sown. Over here, I did transplants. I have cabbage right there using the square foot garden method, which is 1 plant per 1 foot square. I have onions right here that we transplanted in. And then over here, I got a little creative and I put 2 plants per square, and this is all cauliflower over here. These are containers that I brought from the indoor grow space because they're cool season crops. And y'all, those collards need to be picked again. We've harvested off of the collards now 3 times. So we'll need to harvest them sometime this upcoming week. That's a lettuce plant that I brought out. Now that lettuce is not too happy. It doesn't like what's going on out here. I think we need to get it harvested and get it healthy again. It might be waterlogged. This was a potato plant that was struggling inside and is still struggling outside. I probably just need to get that one emptied. This potato plant was struggling inside, and now it's all happy again since I brought it outside. And this was the last potato plant that I put in, and it's getting ready to bloom, which means there are potatoes growing in this teeny little pot. I'm going to add some more soil to that pot. We'll see what kind of potatoes we get out of it. Also over here on the patio, I just put this one in. In the top, I have collard greens all up top, and I have collard greens in the bottom 2 tiers. The bottom 2 tiers, which I just planted, that's why they're looking a little weepy, are all transplanted collard greens, and then all from seeds up here. And so these should germinate in about a week, if not a little bit more, and these will get happy again when all of that rain gets here later today. It's been raining every day, so I put a few seeds in and let the rain do the work for me versus me watering these cells. But yeah, we have another 2 or 3 inches coming in tonight, and those will get watered in nicely. This is one of the GreenStalk tiers that I had in the indoor grow space that I just brought out. In the back there, that's lettuce that has gone to seed. I'm going to let it go to seed, and I'm going to see if I can harvest those seeds. And then that's cabbage The other two plants are cabbage. And they can take the cool weather, so I brought them out here while it's nice and cloudy so they can start hardening off. This is another green stalk that I've been working on today, actually earlier today. In the bottom, I put in some herbs from seeds, so they're just was put in from seed today. Up above it, I have 2 tiers of lettuce that we transplanted in. And then I have 1 tier of lettuce that I started from seed. And at the very top, this is last year's basil. And I got ready to pull it out, y'all, and I started smelling it. It still smells like fresh basil. And when I started to pull it out, I found some green leaves where the basil was trying to grow back. So I'm going to leave it in here and see if we can get any of the basil to come back. If not, I've already harvested basil seeds so that we can regrow basil in this top tier for this season. My peach trees are blooming, which means this will be our second season for peaches on our peach trees. I still have some work to do right here. That green stalk back there is going to be for pansies, and we're going to move that green stalk up here to this spot on that little red paver there. That's where that green stalk's going to go when I get to it. And I've moved one of my wooden raised beds over into the space here, and I will show you where this came from, but it was still in good shape. So we'll put some soil in there and Mom can plant some flowers or something in there. But we still have work to do in this space. In these 2 little pots right here, y'all, these are raspberries. This will be the 3rd year that we're going to have raspberries growing. Now, I intentionally put the raspberries in a pot versus the ground because I hear they can be rather invasive, but I thought this one was dead, but it's not. So the raspberries are there and growing. These are blackberries here. They're starting to green up. My trees are starting to bloom and bud up. They're not blooming yet, but you can tell, oh, you can tell where the apples are going to be in the blooms. Look at that. This will be the first year that I've gotten more than 3 apples, if I get any at all. And y'all, I think that I could be wrong. I could really, really be wrong. But is that a blackberry? From over there to here, I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to let it grow to try to figure out what is that growing right there. Again, the trees, I really believe we're going to get more than 3 apples, y'all. These trees are looking good. They're looking really, really good. So I have another green stalk that's going to go right here. It's down and it's in pieces because I was trying to get it cleaned up and then I just ran out of time, so I stopped. But we'll get that green stalk set up and we'll get it right there. This bed is actually done. It is fully laid out. I don't know, I might be able to squeeze something else in there, but I got herbs growing in this bed here. In the very front, I've put carrots in the very front, and in the back, we will have snap peas growing across the back. These are chives that come back every year. They're looking good. That's sage coming back. And some thyme, which is hard to see, but it's trying to come back as well. Y'all see all this water on top of the ground? There's nowhere else for water to go, y'all. In this bed here, I planted my first round of potatoes. They're in. I still need to get them mulched, and I need to get my drip irrigation put back in this bed, but the rain came and I had to stop. In this bed here, I have my brassicas. So I have broccoli over here, and I have cauliflower, and I have cabbage over here. And then I also put in just a few onion in this bed right here. And I still have that back corner over there to get planted. It's looking good. Now, I grew brassicas in this bed last year, and they came out really, really well. So my broccoli and my cabbage in this bed did well. The broccoli actually lasted all season long and never got too hot in this spot. So we are going to use this spot again for broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. I have this bed planted out as well. Down on this end, I have cabbage growing, and then I have onion all the way up to just the edge here, and I still need to plant something there. On the trellis in the back here, I think I'm going to try to grow melons back there. I think that's the plan, but there's nothing back there yet. In this metal raised bed, I have turnip greens growing back there, purple top white globe or something like that, turnip greens, and they have broken the ground. They're coming up. Over here, I have Korean daikon radishes, and they all came up. Looks like every last one of them came up. They look good. And then along the front here, I planted carrots. I don't see any carrots popping their little heads up yet, but carrots are in the very front. In this bed right here, I have potatoes growing in the back here. And the ones all the way in the back, those are from last year's potatoes that we are being self-sufficient by planting versus buying. And we're going to start doing more and more of that so I don't have to buy seed potatoes. And we have not planted the front of this bed yet. That wooden bed that I showed you used to be right here where this little red paver is. And it was part of the old design, and I needed to get it out. So I got it out and relocated it to the side of the house, which opens up this space right here behind it. So I still have 3 beds back there, and we're going to put corn back there. But those beds were so close in this space here, I couldn't get between them. So now I have this open space. And with this space being open, I got options, y'all. I could put some pots and some grow bags and things like that over here. I bought another blueberry bush, which we need to get planted. I haven't done that yet, but I just couldn't pass up, y'all. It looked so good. It's called peach sorbet. And it says it's perfect for patio containers. So we will see how it grows for us. Back here, this is year 3 on my rhubarb that I started from seeds. So this is the 3rd season. So y'all, what do you think? You think we're going to get some rhubarb this year? What is that? Oh, I've never seen that before. What's going on? What is that? That's weird. Maybe that's where some leaves are going to pop out. I've never seen that on my rhubarb before. Yeah, I think that's where leaves are going to pop out. So anyway, I have 2 rhubarbs growing here, and I usually don't put anything else in this bed with the rhubarb, but maybe some onions, something small that's not going to take up a lot of room, maybe some flowers or something like that. More standing water. And so because it's so wet out here, and usually because it's so wet out here in the spring, I have to hold off in planting in my wooden raised beds because they would just die, because they would just rot, because it's just so much water. But since I'm working in these raised metal beds, it's allowing me to get out in the garden just a little bit earlier. So nothing in any of the wooden raised beds because of all of the water, unless it's a perennial and it's coming back every year. Right here, I have a galvanized tub that has a blueberry in it and strawberries. And I relocated this from the side of the house where I put that new wooden raised bed, moved it back here on the stump that I need to figure out what to do with. And y'all, it's starting to rain. Look at the standing water, y'all. And all the rain hasn't gotten here yet. My strawberries are greening up nicely for the year. And with the weather the way it's been, I believe we're going to get plenty of strawberries this year. My grapevine is starting to bud up as well. And I've been getting grapes on this one for 2 years now. And this will be the first year, hopefully, that I'll get some grapes on this one. I need to relocate this blueberry bush as well. Standing water, standing water. Standing water, y'all. And it's raining. In this bed here, I have cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower, I believe, in this bed here. Chinese cabbage is what I should say. Chinese cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. And in this bed right here is all cabbage. And I didn't even finish because the rain stopped me. I need to get this blueberry out as well, get it relocated. And I'm putting Kozys and crops in all of these spaces so they can get protected from that hot evening sun, which is over that way. And I'm hoping it can extend the life in the ground so it can extend the overall harvest. I've already relocated one of my blueberry bushes to this spot here, and it's starting to green up and is getting some leaves. I'm going back over here for just a second because this is another blueberry bush that's starting to green up. And I've had this in the ground, y'all, no joke, for at least 4 or 5 years, but it was in a very bad spot. And I relocated it here back in the fall, and it looks like it's going to get very happy. And in the last area over here is the new orchard, which, look, y'all, we got blooms. And I just put these trees in the fall. They were 2-year-old trees, but these are peach blooms. Peach blooms here as well. And over here, y'all, look, I'm going to have to thin the peaches out on this tree if I want to get a decent sized peach. We relocated this peach tree to this spot, and I believe I am going to get an amazing harvest on this peach tree this upcoming season. This is one of my new apple trees. It's greening up, but I don't think I'm going to get apples. But it looks like it's trying to bloom, so we'll see what happens. I'm not expecting any apples. And this is my last apple tree to talk about, and it's starting to green up a little bit as well. Again, not expecting apples. And then all of my green stalks over in this space here, all 3 of them, the stone, the green, and the chocolate brown, all have strawberries in them. These were the first green stalks that I set up, and the strawberries are starting to green up, which is amazing. And we will have strawberries this year, as long as it doesn't get up to 80 degrees like tomorrow and then drop back down to 40, which is what happened last year, which really slowed down our overall strawberry harvest. So that's what's happening at Kim's Kozy Korner in early April. I hope you enjoyed the garden tour. There's not much going on yet, but there's a lot to come. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel, giving me a thumbs up, turning on notifications, and sharing with your friends. You'll get to see everything that I'm doing here this year, and I grow everything. Hopefully, I can get all of the fruit I need as well this year. So until next time, and I hope there will be a next time that you hang out at Kim's Kozy Korner with me. Bye.